Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to tonight's stream. I am GM Justin. You can find me on my socials at Forever GM Justin. You can also find me over at Roll D5. We specialize in playing indie TTRPGs. I am playing Lucetto Emberhold. Both he and I use he/him pronouns, and I'm not the only one that is in charge of the chaos tonight. I'm just throwing that out there. All right. I know I do some wild shit, but it's not just me tonight. Laura, you're up.
Hey, Hyacinth.
Yeah, I fixed it already.
Record now.
Oh,
Hit the record button, babe.
I was
We're
told in
doing
chat
great.
that I was muted, and so I was like, "Don't worry about it. I'm not muted anymore."
Recording in
It's
progress.
fine. It's all good.
Hi, team.
Thriving.
Hello. Good evening. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura Tutu. You can usually find me all over the internet, usually some iteration of _ Laura Tutu. But tonight, here and now, I am playing Orion Shieldbreaker, our half-orc barbarian fighter. Sam, go for it.
Good evening, everybody, or good morning if you are our wonderful DM, Zach. Hope you're doing well over in Ireland, buddy. My name is Sam. I go by Utah Indie on both Instagram and Twitch. I'm here tonight playing Revelous Noge or John Silver. Depends on what day you catch him on. Coming for you, Laura. He is your resident pirate gunslinger rogue. Pyrea, over to you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Pyrea. You can find me on socials as Pyrea everywhere. Tonight, I'll be Espen, our Oblivaran ranger / druid, who goes by she, they pronouns. Yeah, Justin, you went already. Yes.
Yep.
And then you introduced yourself at the beginning.
Yes.
Correct? Do
Yes.
you want to do it again because you were muted?
Since you were muted.
I'm anonymous. I actually work for the CIA. No, I'm Hyacinth. My handle's Hyacinth Wonders. You can find me all the places with that handle. And tonight I'm playing Seraphina Von Willow, the High Elf Cleric. Did anybody else not go yet?
No, I think we all were able to.
Got it.
We all
We're
went.
doing great, guys.
Amazing.
We're doing amazing.
Fantastic start.
We're doing so fucking good right
Zach, help.
now. Sorry, Zach.
Guys, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We're doing.
If you guys didn't notice already, our GM is missing, so we are going to have a GM list session. I know you were muted, Hyacinth, and I can't remember if we mentioned it already. So we are the circus and the monkeys, and it'll be fine. It'll totally be fine.
Both circus, monkeys, trapeze, the whole shenanigans.
And it's our circus now.
Exactly.
Woof.
I believe last session we left off where we were all going into the tent or going out of the tent to go get
Carrick had
let's
just
see.
said that dinner was ready. So everybody
Okay.
but Seraphina was in the tent, and he was like, Seraphina's already in there. If you guys want, dinner's ready. I'm going to bed. That's
Awesome.
where we left off.
Homeboy had an existential crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you
I don't
just
know why.
Seraphina just casually making him rethink his entire like
Bit of-
religious upbringing.
We had a very chill conversation. I don't see the problem here.
Super chill.
He's basically
so-
guns.
Yeah. In our last session, we had a chance to talk with none other than Carrick, who, well, here's the thing. The party was under the assumption that the young princeling that we were intent on bringing back to the Dwarven kingdom of Corin was in fact the next heir to the throne. Lo and behold, upon arriving at the Greensteel Mountains in this village where he had been sent to, I don't know, the closest thing I can think of, and I know it's wrong, is have his rumspringa.
That was pretty much it. Like slight banishment, Rumspringa.
It is tradition within the Dwarven nation of Corin to send the would-be heirs to the throne out to the Greensteel Mountains to make sure they aren't complete assholes. Issue being, it is discovered that Corin is not, in fact, the actual heir to the throne. He is the bastard of the current Stone Lord of Corin. In all of that, it was discovered that Orion Shieldbreaker's aunt also resides in this valley of the Greensteel Mountains, as she discovers more family scattered across the Four Winds. There were some deep and needed conversations between Espen and Silver, as well as Seraphina and Silver. Lucero and Orion seem to have come to some kind of a truce.
They came to something. I don't know what exactly. you
Something
put it to.
happened. Something happened. And it was also discovered that Seraphina may or may not be Forge called, meaning the goddess Morgrim of Forge, Fire, and Creation has been trying to get in touch with her for some time. Fee figured, why the hell not? And had a casual little chit chat with this well-known dwarven goddess. And it seems like she is now under Mogrim's protection while waiting for Ross to return. And I believe that is where we left off, with dinner waiting on the fire.
Yes.
Did I get it? Did I recap correctly?
You
think you did.
Phenomenal.
Excellently done.
It was so good.
Do you guys want to role play leaving the tent, or do we want to just cut to
Yes,
everyone coming to the
each
house?
I think let's
step,
cut to everyone.
every single step. That's the whole rest of the session.
The whole rest of the session.
Yeah, Laura
then
did that
Espen moves her
amazing.
left
Yeah,
foot, and then Espen moves her right foot.
yeah,
and then
exactly.
her left-
No, I think though, Espen will gather up all of the various teas and coffee that she had put around the floor for her, and she doesn't call him John, but Revla says tea time as she heads into Carrick's dwelling.
Yeah, I'll follow Espen's lead. I'll help her pack up all the coffees and teas and head in to go get some grub.
Yeah. Justin, I think Ori and Lucero were still chatting, right? We hadn't like actively gone back into the tent.
Not yet. I think at this point we may even just be walking in as everybody may be heading inside at this point. I was trying to figure that out myself, but I'm like, I think we're probably at that point.
Yeah. I think Ori's gonna make sure to grab a couple of bottles of. Actually, no, she's going to walk into the tent, realize everyone's going into dinner, walk to the little kitchen nook, and just say, ale, wine, whiskey.
I think you would see probably like all three of those bottles just pop on up by our unseen servant, just floating over in your direction, waiting for you to grab it or follow you to wherever it is that you're wanting them to go.
Ori's going to grab all three bottles. She's going to take the bottle of whiskey, take the cork with her teeth, spit it into the fire pit, take a big old swig, and go for dinner.
I think beforehand, just for the lulls here, if you'll entertain me on this, you may see like a board pop on up and say, and it'll like the letter, the word glasses will appear with a question mark underneath it.
Nah.
Quick erase K before it just heads on back down and just like gets laid somewhere.
I'm sure Corin has mugs. And if not, well, no one cares.
It's that kind of night.
Yeah.
So that is how you see Ori entering the long house that Carrick has claimed as his home, with two bottles under one arm and actively drinking from a bottle of whiskey.
I think Lucero would probably follow you inside and would probably follow Ori inside of the tent, but heading to where he can grab like his book that he's been he's been going through ever since he's gotten it, before following Han and heading inside to join everybody else.
As Ori comes in, Revelus is just kind of like looking around the space. He's found where the food is. He's kind of hanging around that area. But as Ori walks in, kind of turn and look in her direction, notice that bottle under her arm, the one in her hand, and he'll say, I'm not sure what's on the stove over there, but I think you've got a better idea of dinner than he does. You gonna
Free
finish
for
off
all,
what
I
you're doing?
figure. Nah. And she'll plop the ale and the wine down, find a couple of mugs. She's gonna set them out so anyone can grab what they wish. She is gonna hold on to the whiskey bottle, but only so she can pour herself a good measure. She's gonna plop that down.
I thought dinner was supposed to be like food. Like, didn't you say you guys have to eat?
No, normally you're right. Yes. Normally you're right. Speaking of, I don't know what I'm smelling. Rebels is going to kind of walk over and look at the food that's been prepared. I'm assuming there's like some sort of stew there, probably carrots, celery, potatoes, some form of meat that's all been mixed together. Probably like this brown boiling sauce kind of coming off the stove here. He's gonna give it a couple sniffs, feel apprehensive at first, but it's dwarven cooking, whatever. He'll ladle up a bowl, and he'll start pouring out bowls for everyone else. He's going to start to do one for Serafina, kind of hesitate for a second, and then just keep doing it, and then put a bowl out for everyone there on the table.
Well, now that we're all here, does anybody have anything like important they want to share that they haven't told everybody yet? Or
That seems a little pointed.
Do you
I
have
mean,
something to
nobody
share?
else has to. I do, but I wasn't going to like go first if somebody else.
No,
had
no, of course.
something
I
more.
mean, we can all share. Do we want to share? Is that
Did
what this is
something
about?
happen?
I mean, not that I'm aware.
Yes.
You two seem to be getting along. He's going to point towards Lucero and Ori for a second. I'm not sure if that's the right word for it. Do you have a good chat?
Orion looks at Silver as if he's grown a second head. We walk in at the same time and suddenly we're the best of friends.
Well, you didn't try to kill him, and he's still standing.
I'm right
I don't know.
here.
Do we know that she
I'm
didn't try
sorry.
to kill him?
Am I the only one forgetting that for the past about 2 weeks, Ori has done nothing but try to kill either Lucero or myself? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Not saying that's a bad thing.
I would.
But it seems like there's some sort of understanding happening here.
You cannot cut the tension with a knife. Usually you can.
I'm also right here.
Saying- Well, I wasn't hiding it. There's been a lot going on.
Curious. Just
I
curious.
mean, like if we have both of you here, then it's kind of like if we talk about it now, it's kind of like killing two small animals with the same like large rock, you know?
Right.
That's about right.
That's kind of, yeah.
Out of
That's a very violent way to say it.
out of everybody
Is
here,
that not? I thought that was what it was.
It's close enough.
Oh, okay.
out of everybody here, three of you have a very dark secret that I want to say y'all are keeping and are not exactly being forthcoming with it unless it's pulled or pried out of your hands. The only other person here that I feel like I can have at least have an understanding that is open about the shenanigans that they have going on happens to be Oriane. So I apologize if that there is. I'm leaning to having more conversations with her than I am with the rest of you. I would like to get a better understanding with the stuff that you all have, and I'm thankful for every bit of information that you guys have presented me, but I still feel like there is more things you are all keeping from each other and myself. I understand it. I'm the new one in the group, so to speak, but still, the least you can do is be forthcoming with the rest of y'all. And if you need me to step out, I have my book. I can read that.
As Lucero is saying this, Revlis just kind of like crosses his arms, just making a face looking at him like, "Where did you come from?" He's gonna lean back and turn towards Espen and say, "I feel as if we've just been teamed up upon, and strangely, I'm not mad about it.
Guess we haven't been in the same spot.
This is refreshing, Lucero."
Everybody at once.
If it makes you feel any better, I did clean his clock earlier.
That was kind of you.
Slightly, but I feel like that's
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well,
that
I
feels
guess.
Fee,
for some reason.
Fee,
Yes.
Fee.
What? Yes.
I cold cocked him. I punched him in the mouth.
There we go.
Oh. Yeah, that's maybe
Clean-
not as kind.
Clean his clock, cold cock him. Turn of phrase once again. It's
So
turn of phrase.
Right.
Very, very,
right.
very good with words there. Yes.
The look
Right.
that Revlis gets could strip fucking paint.
Revlis is going to start stripping the enamel from his teeth.
I don't have any dark secrets. I had like a secret. It wasn't even really a dark one, but now everybody knows. So, I do have stuff I wanted to say, but it's kind of a lot, and there just hasn't like been time yet. What?
Like the
Think you
cold
would-
and hot thing. Did you figure
Oh.
that out?
No. I'm
Seraphina.
still really yes. What?
Seraphina, you would see like Lucero just give you a look of just like really now, and just maintains that look as like you continue on speaking, but that is like the look he has on you as like you mentioned that.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You have a secret, just
I
a
had.
secret.
Yes, I just had the one because I was talking to Cass and I couldn't say what his name was, but like now everybody knows and he's not around anymore, so hopefully he's not mad when he finds out. But that was the only one. Or he did say I should mention that I can't feel heat and cold and that I don't have to eat or drink or I also don't have to sleep, which I think I told you guys already. But like that's all pretty normal high elf stuff. So like that
The-
wasn't really a secret.
The not needing to sleep, that I understand.
Yes.
That trances are things that elves do. I get that. The not eating and sleeping, that's and not feeling hot or cold, that's the thing that is still perplexing me.
Yes, I am also perplexed that you do all of those things. So it's kind of like mutual perplexion, but it's not a secret. Is I don't know if that's helpful or not. That you have to do all of those things. Like the feeling heat and cold seems like it could be useful, but also maybe just very inconvenient sometimes.
Fee.
Yes.
So, where you come from? Where you grew up?
Yes.
Are you saying that you've never felt the urge to eat?
Yes, that is correct. Also, food didn't used to taste, and I couldn't smell anything, but that got fixed. So.
What? How did it get fixed?
When Revles lost his taste and smell, I asked Cass what it was, and then he gave it to me.
What?
Yes. Which was
But-
a super normal thing to happen. And I don't know why you're looking at me like that. But yeah, it's just like part of growing up.
How far is your memory?
My whole life basically. I mean, I'm 113. Like the first 5 years are probably kind of fuzzy, but
No, that makes sense. What I'm asking is how far back does your memory go? Do you
So-
remember being do you remember what it was like growing up? Do you remember what it was like being the equivalent of a teenager for high elves? Do you remember all of that?
yes.
And
It
how
was
far
really boring mostly. Yeah, because I just was in my room. I did a lot of crafts, but
in your room?
yes. my parents said it's like this whole high elf tradition where like, you know, you don't really do like your coming out into society until you've already been an adult for a little while. But they always got me like all the supplies I needed to do lots of crafts. So it's just, you know, and sometimes I would climb out onto the roof, which I wasn't really
Serafina, I've
supposed to
heard
do.
this before. You've told me little bits and pieces about this when we were traveling together. I still don't know how to feel about this. And frankly, it's comforting that everyone else is having somewhat of the same reaction. Because I'll be the first one to say my childhood was not great. It wasn't bad, it wasn't great either. But it wasn't the same experience as yours. Did anyone else experience childhood locked in a room?
Not a
Raise of
room, but
hands?
like we didn't leave the mountain. But
So
not
it's kind of similar.
no. It, I left the house a lot all the time. And we had the whole mountain.
I mean, like sometimes like I could see other elf children out the window, but my parents just says that they were probably like orphans or something, so they didn't have like parents to raise them correctly. Anyway, that's not even like the biggest deal. The stuff I actually wanted to tell you is that before Ras went missing, he says that I probably needed to stay moving and like that like they were going to find us. Something like that. I can't remember the exact phrasing now, but to do it like somebody potentially was after us, and I don't know if they're just after him. Markren did say that he was on the run. I don't know if I still have to be on that. But then like right before we left the bones, like 3 random figures showed up, and they've shown up a couple other times since then. But like as long as we keep moving, so far as they haven't talked to me or done anything specifically. Oh, also I forgot. I kind of said I talked to Markin. We had like an extended conversation, which I don't know if that's important, but Kekik said that if nothing happened, I didn't need to tell you guys, which I think implies that if something did happen, I should tell you guys. So Markin and I are friends now, which is pretty cool. Kekik seemed like a little weirded out by that, but she was really nice. So, yeah, that's all my stuff. Does somebody else want to go?
Ori's gonna drink more whiskey. Like she's been watching Serafina intently and absorbing all of this new information. She's gonna blink, chug what's left in her cup, pour some more, and get another 2 gulps in. Okay.
Easy, sailor. Well, actually, no, I feel like that's actually an accurate reaction to this. I'm sorry. What?
Which
You
part?
said everything. I feel like Ori's reaction is now an understatement.
Yes.
You talked
I don't have
to
words. Ori, can you take this one?
you talked to Magrin?
Yes.
When?
Oh, just like 5 seconds ago. Well, you and Gevlis were in the tent, and Lusachel and Ochi were talking, and I talked to Markin.
Oh. And she did not tell you anything about these 3 figures? Like who they were?
I did forget to ask. I was a little bit thrown off by like just meeting her randomly, so I'll make a list of questions for next time. But we did solve the mystery of like all of the banging I was hearing. Apparently, like that's the call of Markin. And then when you hear that, you know, like you're supposed to go talk to her. So there's that at least.
Sure.
Also, I'm really sorry I didn't bring up the figures earlier. I wasn't specifically trying to hide that. We were just kind of like on the run for a long time, so it didn't come up naturally. But then I talked to Ori and Gevlis about how they should share more, and so I was like, oh crap, I probably should have also said that. Anyway, so that's all the things. So now you don't have to worry anymore, right, Lusajo?
I think you would see like him focusing, and with his eyes are like closed, just trying to uncover something in his mind, whatever memory he could dig up. Because again, as far as he can remember was the last couple weeks, and that was being on the ship and being here with everybody and everything that's transpired since. So he's pushing and trying to prod every little bit that he can until finally a little bit of his memory uncovers. And with his eyes still closed, he will mention, in the city of brass, down in the elemental plane of fire, I was a young fire genasi that grew up on the streets. Not a penny to my name. Fought and scrapped for every little bit that I could, every little morsel of food I could have, until someone took me in. But we ate down there. We drank down there. Even the Ifrits, they still ate, slept, drank. And then he'll look over to Serafina and say, that is the most perplexing thing that I have, is that every being that I've come across has consumed food, drank. You are the only being that I have ever met that I can remember that doesn't. So
how many high elves have you met?
That part's still fuzzy to me.
I know at least 4 of them.
Oh.
They
I
all
bet-
eat, drink, and sleep.
Yeah.
Oh.
They they sleep a little different. They trance, so it's not quite the same kind of sleep that like I have to do, but they still sleep. So sort of like your room time.
Right. My parents never really talked about doing any of that stuff. So, I don't.
I'm going to be upfront about this. I have the ability to tell when there are fiends, undead, and celestials that are around me.
Okay.
I've used this twice already, one of which came back nothing. But earlier this evening, when we were having this initial conversation, I tried it again. Yet this time, in the presence of everybody here, something was being blocked, keeping me from seeing any of those.
So you can cast spells on all of us, but we can't cast spells on everybody.
Westman's got a
Okay.
point.
It was less
Kidding.
a spell and more of a sense.
Okay.
Good one, Espen. Now let me get this straight here, Lucero. You cast this spell.
Use the sense.
Cast a spell.
Use the sense. I'll concede that point.
Thank you.
And you didn't get a read on anyone. Not on Serafina. Not on myself. Not on Espen, not on Ori.
The first time I used it was to see if maybe when you had described your wound that I am not able to see, if there was some fey being, some undead, some fiend, something that may be attributed to why I'm not able to see it. That came out clean. That came out showing everything that was around me.
And there was nothing.
There was nothing. But this time when I used it, something was blocking my sense.
Oh, oh dear. All right. Sorry, too much
Has
whiskey.
that ever happened before?
No.
So what do you think that means?
He's going to look at everybody around him, very much maintaining that stoic look that he has, and before locking eyes back on Seraphina and saying, "You're either undead or a revenant that is walking this earth for some reason. What that is, I don't know. Doesn't matter to me because you are a friend of everybody here."
That doesn't really make any sense though, because like I've studied undead and also I have healing spells, and healing spells don't work on undead, and they do work on me.
That's true.
You're not wrong.
What did it like? Why do you think it was blocked? Like, what did that?
I don't know. That's the thing. Why I believe your presence may have been the thing that had been blocked. Maybe divine intervention, who knows? All I know is what has been presented to me, the evidence that you've given us so far leads me to this conclusion. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm not, again, it doesn't matter to me. You're still our friend. You're still somebody we all care about and we want to help.
I mean, I appreciate that. I just don't think I'm undead. I don't know very much about revenants, so I don't know how to. I don't know how we
It's
would tell.
it's just a hypothesis. Again, I could be wrong. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. But if I'm right,
Lucero, you said she could either be a undead or a revenant.
yes.
What if she's an avatar? I've heard stories before. It's mainly old tales from the sea, old really fish stories. It's something I didn't really think could be real. But if we're looking at Seraphina and the oddities that work for her that don't work for these other two options that you are suggesting, could it be that there's some God, I hate even admitting that this is a thing. Could it be that there's some higher power that is controlling her? And not controlling your actions, Seraphina, but has you as their vessel. You are their what's the word I'm looking for here?
I don't think I don't think in that sense that is I don't believe in that sense. I think that you probably, Seraphina, are brought here for a reason. What that reason is, for whatever being God there is that could have you here, as why they have you hidden from my sense, I don't know. Could you be an avatar for something greater? Sure. We would need more evidence to fully flush that theory out.
When you
But
say hidden, did your sense just like not turn on? Like what does that mean?
think of it like this. When I'm able to activate my senses, I'm able to detect and actually pick up on beings, and it's like seeing people in a different light. I can see all of those beings in the lights that they are. You all have your lights, and for alive beings, it is a single light that I'm able to see. But in this sense, everybody seemed to have been blocked off so as to not pinpoint a specific person.
Interesting.
Aspen is rummaging through her bag and pulls out a bottle of fire whiskey and plops it on the table and slides it towards Ori.
So
Take
when
that.
you, yeah, yeah. So when you cast this spell on us without asking us, that was it. That's all I was saying. I just wanted to point out that you cast the spell without asking us and how hypocritical that is. Especially since you didn't learn anything from it. Now, Serafina, you said that Raz gave you the ability to taste food.
Yes.
So, like, you used to not be able to, well, eat anything and taste things, and then now you can.
Oh, I could. It just didn't taste like anything. It is just like all kind of the same, which is part of why I thought people just did it like as a bonding thing. Kind of like how sometimes when you do stuff together that sucks, it like makes your friendship stronger. And so I was like, oh, this is just like a cultural thing we all do together. It's kind
You
of
mean trauma
annoying,
bonding?
but
Do you,
Nothing. Sorry. Keep going.
so yes, that's like kind of what I thought. I thought we were just doing it as like a thing to do with your hands and your mouth while you're hanging out together. And then partway through our adventure, I started being able to taste stuff, which is kind of mind blowing.
remind me, did you tell us about your parents? Were they elves as well, or were they humans?
Yes.
Or
No, they're
okay,
both
they were
high
elves.
elves. Yes.
Okay, and did you ever see them eat or drink anything?
Yeah, like if we had like a family dinner type of thing, then we would all eat and drink at the same time.
Okay, so they did that because they had to. Yeah.
I assumed.
But you don't have to. How many days have you gone without eating something or drinking something?
That's a good question. I mean, it's kind of just dependent on how busy my parents were. Usually we did dinners like semi-regularly, but I think sometimes we'd go like 2 or 3 weeks between.
What?
And like sometimes like the servants would like kind of bring stuff to my door, but they didn't really talk to me. And usually they seemed like kind of shy, like maybe a little bit nervous or scared or something. And so I just like didn't really interact. And then they'd usually just look kind of awkward and walk away with it, which I get because it's like a little bit embarrassing to like realize that like food is for a group activity and there's not a group activity going on, and they must have just been confused. And then like I would just keep doing my crafts and pretend I didn't like notice that they had made some mistakes.
I mean, food is a group activity. Family dinners are very good, very
Yes,
good.
but
But
you guys have to eat 3 times a day.
Yep.
2?
yeah,
Sometimes more.
several
Oh.
times a day.
Several times a day.
That sounds
We
like
would.
a lot of time.
Fee,
Yes.
once again, you are the only high elf that I have ever met who claims to not need food.
Right. I don't think it's a claim though. I think it's
Okay.
pretty much just like
You
a
don't
subjective fact.
you don't need food.
Yes.
Every other high elf that I have ever encountered, whether that is guildmates or friends, companions, they all need to eat.
Are we sure they weren't just doing it like because there were other people around and they wanted to like
No.
fit in?
Serafina?
Yes, I'm very sure, Fee.
I hate to tell you this, but your experience and your life is not normal. That's what Ori is trying to say.
Right.
Normal is subjective. Looks at Revlis like, don't put fucking words in my mouth. I'm saying that the experience that you are contributing to being a high elf is not necessarily the experience of all high elves. And I'm a
Okay.
little concerned because you're the first high elf I have personally met in my 29 years of life that doesn't need to eat. And I'm talking not just in group activities.
Right.
They just eat.
Maybe it's like a specific kind of high elf, or like from a specific
think-
region.
I don't think so. I don't.
Right.
Can you describe the three figures you saw?
Yeah. One of them was like a really big, muscular, strong guy, and he had like this outfit that was like white and gold, and then he had a lion head, which was like the weirdest part.
Ah.
Maybe I should have started with that. And then there was like a woman who had a crow head. And she wore black
What?
and silver. And then there was another figure that like I couldn't really make out. It's kind of vague, but that one was completely gray. So those were the three.
these-
Which is a little weird. I haven't met anybody with an animal head yet.
Are these gods that sound familiar to any of you?
No.
I am quite literally the furthest thing from religious that you could possibly get, my guy.
I
I
was
am
pretty
just a hair
sure.
behind Ori in that department.
I was pretty sure the gods all had human heads. Like when we were running through the forest, when the archfey was like also talking to me, those statues all had human heads, I think. So
Yes. Yeah,
But-
that I wonder.
I hate to say it, but I think we need someone with a religious experience.
I don't know if they're gods or not, but I do know that Cass and Makrin both seemed nervous about whatever was after us. I like the figures are the only thing I've seen, so I don't know if they are after me, but the timing seemed a little convenient.
Okay. Fee, I just want to make one thing abundantly clear to you. I don't think anything is wrong with you. I never have, and I never will. I just want to make sure that whatever it is that you have going on, it isn't something that's going to hurt you anywhere down the line. That's it.
Thanks. I think I'm okay. I mean I've been like this like my whole life, but I also thought it was normal.
Normal is subjective.
I mean, doesn't normal just mean like whatever is the most common? And it sounds like everybody says this is pretty uncommon.
Well, I mean, Oblivarans are pretty uncommon. So I hear that a lot. So it doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just uncommon.
I think a better word for it would be rare.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Rare can have so many different connotations. It can be a rare gem, a rare metal, a rare race, a rare species, a rare condition. And I think in this sense, we're going to go ahead and say that your condition is rare, but that you are also rare. And the rarity that you have has much value to it. So don't undervalue that. But there are still things that we need to figure out.
It seems like you talk to a lot of gods.
It's 2 a lot.
Comparatively,
2
yes.
doesn't sound like a lot.
The general bog standard for most people fee is 0.
Oh,
Yeah.
Goose
then
egg.
yes,
Goose egg,
I do
yes.
probably talk to a lot. Sounds like.
To be fair, you're cleric.
Yes. Yeah.
Listen, I knew a kid who thought he was a cleric and it turned out he was a fucking warlock. So
Hey, that happened to me.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Come again?
Yeah,
no,
that's
right,
kind of
I
what
think
happened.
yes. Yes, no, that
The
I'm not-
archfey.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, yep.
Yeah, because I was a cleric, and
yes,
until everything fell apart, we thought, it was actually weirdly a lot like Raz. That's why it was very scary when we saw Raz's statue, and it was like about knowledge and gathering knowledge, and the Eternal Queen was like that too. But turns out she was not.
How old is that whiskey? What is it? Oh, 12 year. Wow. All right.
Why did you
go for it? Whatever.
Yeah,
why
thank
did you two just get really awkward with things?
Pardon?
Huh?
I said, why did you two just get really awkward with things?
What do you
with
mean?
the gods?
Yeah, no, when Espen started talking about everything that they had just gone through, you guys got really awkward
No,
with things.
that's a lot. It's a really unfortunate commonality, apparently. Deities tricking people into believing that they are, deities.
Right.
That's moderate. Emberhold, I don't know what your vibe is, but in general, that shit's terrifying, especially to somebody like me. I hit shit real hard. That's about all you got, man.
Why especially?
Respect.
Huh?
Why especially?
I have a complicated relationship with the general pantheon, if I'm being entirely honest, because I've seen some shit. Growing up in the gutter will do that to you. Because what kind of gods have we got if they're going to let people suffer and die with no recourse?
Terrible ones.
All the gods down here are very weird.
Yeah, it's complicated. That's all, Fee. I'm glad you had a good talk with Magram, though. Fuck. Or he's gonna get up. She's gonna grab a bowl of stew, and she's not gonna even fucking bother with a spoon. She just kind of drinks some of it out of the bowl.
Are you upset I talked to Makrin?
No, I'm just processing.
How do we
Just
know?
processing.
How can we? Okay, this is coming from my perspective and what I have dealt with my my fae. How do you know it was Margaret?
I mean, she was a lot nicer than your fae, which I feel like is a good sign.
Okay, well,
it does seem
she
like
was nice until we told her no. I'm just saying.
That's fair. But also the cool thing about gods is they're not trying to ascend to godhood anymore, so they don't really make you help them do that. Class never really made me do anything like that. Sometimes we'd run tests for fun together.
And
to
he asked you to collect information for him and knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, he already knew most things, but
that is what my archfey did.
Interesting. Yeah, usually Ras was the one telling me stuff. But sometimes he would collect information on me, like he would be like, "Oh, we should do a test, and you should see if you can do this thing," and then I would try to do it. And every once in a while, if I couldn't do something, like when I brought up I couldn't taste, then he would like fix it, and then I would have that ability. So, but like that's not really like the same as just me gathering knowledge for him. Markin, so she said Ra sent her, and there's no way to like verify that because I can't talk to him, but she did seem really nice, and she also has a lot of hobbies and does a lot of crafts. So that was cool.
Aspen, I think Serafina is right here. As much as I mistrust is a small word for the feeling I have. As much as I mistrust Raz, Serafina trusts him, and Serafina has turned out, oddly enough, better than most people around her, myself included there. I can't speak for any of you, but she's turned out well. So any deity that is watching out for her isn't doing too bad of a job at it.
Okay. Sure. Just like don't tell her no, I guess. That's all I'm saying.
Serafina,
that's a
just
good
tell us
point.
if Ross is being an idiot at some point.
Yeah. I mean, kind of the only time he's really ever gotten mad at me is like if I didn't listen, because then sometimes it was like something was about to explode, or maybe I was going to eat something
You're not
that was like
proving the point we're
poisonous.
trying to make.
What?
Nothing. It's fine.
So when you
And-
disagreed with him and did not do what he said, and
Right. If what he
Yeah.
said, if disagreeing put me in physical danger, you know, like
all right.
if something was about to explode and I wasn't backing up. Because sometimes we would like invent things and he'd be like, back up. And I'd be like, I'm still working on it. And then if I didn't listen, it would like explode in my hands, which is like unfortunate.
I think
So
that's a pretty important distinction, Aspen.
Yes.
the
Yes.
only other time he really got mad was when I was a mind shield and king, because he kept trying to talk to me and I couldn't hear him. And so he got kind of annoyed that I was ignoring him. But
Okay.
What was that?
that was like the only other time.
All right.
That was the incident with the barrel.
Yes, which was when I started to realize he could do things I couldn't do by myself.
So, Lucero, going back to what you said about Serafina's rarity here, if the ring of mind shielding worked and shielded her mind from an exterior source, how does that play into this whole undead revenant thing? I don't know. You seem to have a better grasp on this whole magic thing than I do. I don't even have hands as good as Ori. That's not a compliment. Just
It sounded like a compliment to me.
all right, take it how you will. Oh,
I don't know. There's still a lot to be uncovered. There's still a lot to flesh out. This is just a hypothesis I wanted to present to everybody. I'm trying to get an understanding of this world, of you all, and my place here. If I'm being invasive in any way, shape, or form, forgive me. I am just trying to grasp what is around me, given that I only have 2-3 weeks of information to go off of. That might be a little bit more what's the word? I don't know, but I don't mean to come off rude. I don't mean to come off as much of an asshole as I may have presented myself to be. I am only trying to make sense of things.
may I?
No. Yes, go for it.
Well, if I have your permission.
Oh my fucking god.
Ori, will you stop it? Listen.
Fuck
ever
off,
since-
Silver.
Fuck off yourself, Shieldbreaker. Ever since Lucera has joined us, somehow we've all gone into the same boat together. Ever since he's joined us, we've been more truthful with each other for some godforsaken reason. And frankly, I'm here for it. I'm about that. And I am so at fault for that myself. I've made so many stupid decisions recently. And you know what? You should sock me in the jaw as well. You should. Why haven't you yet? I've been expecting it. Honestly, been a little offended it's not happened. But if you're not going to, then maybe I will.
Going to punch yourself in the face.
You want to go, old man?
That was not where I thought this was going, but okay.
I feel like he has a better grasp on how to get us all fucking moving. I feel more truthful with myself in the last week than I have in the last year.
What the fuck happened in the bones, Silver? Because let me remind you, we were scot fucking free. If you had just let sleeping dogs lie, we could have taken that bitch's airship and gotten the fuck out. No muss, no fuss. And frankly, that's the way I prefer to do things. I know I'm big and I know I'm bold and I know I'm brash, but when it's time to put your head down and move the fuck on, you move the fuck on. You don't go on a fucking vendetta. So what happened? And what do we have to do to make sure it doesn't bite us in the ass later?
I relapsed. John Silver, who you are so hell-bent on labeling me as, that is a fabrication, that is a creation of my old mentor. If you think John Silver is bad, just wait until you hear about George Lowther. I relapsed. You enjoy the drink. You understand the feeling when you've had too much and you just can't get away from it. That is what happened. I could not help myself. I was betrayed by someone who I thought I could trust. And because of that, I felt I had to react. I had to let the entire world know exactly what happens when you mess with John Silver. You wouldn't let it slide. You wouldn't let it slide. If
The
you
fuck I
had
wouldn't.
common ground, finally.
No, you mistake me, Revless. Do you have any idea the amount of shit I had to put up with back home? The amount of vitriol, the insults, the fucking disrespect between guilds, from the nobles, from the fucking highborn. You know what happens when I lose my fucking temper? The stocks, the dungeon. And if someone's feeling real petty and she's gonna stand up and pull her pant leg up, her knee is a massive scar tissue. If they're feeling real petty, they'll shatter every joint they can get to. So no, some of us can't just fly off the fucking handle. What do we do to make sure that cutthroat bitch doesn't come hunting? Because the way I saw, they were watching us hightail it out.
Revis will lift up his hand. I know you can't see it, but Espen and I had a conversation about this.
It's really gross. It moves
It's already
and
happened.
yeah.
That's her.
The rest of my body is aging backwards. From the 5 times I've been flogged, the scars on my back have disappeared. From the cannonball that splintered the railing that sent a shaft of wood straight into my leg, that wound is now healed. I walk better than I did when I was a lad. But this is here. And this is getting worse.
Am I the only one who can see it?
I think
Yes.
you are. Espen.
Ah,
Yep.
I saw it for a little bit.
and you
That's
can't
what-
see it now.
That's
Oh.
what's prompted this entire, for me, fact-finding mission of Faye and all that good stuff. Because I couldn't see it, but I knew John could. And when John, Revelus, however you want to be presented, mentioned you, Espen, that you could also watch it or see it, I wanted to understand why. I still do.
Don't know why. Is this George, Lother, are they human? Or Fae, perhaps?
No, they're human.
Ugh.
They're the worst sort of human you could hope to find.
This was
You
a
know-
past you, wasn't it?
Come again?
This was a past you, wasn't it?
George Lauslos is mentor, I think.
I thought it was the other way around. Forgive me.
Ori,
What?
I wanted the bones to be a prelude. I wanted that to be the opening act. And I wanted to string up every single person who would associate themselves with the name Cutthroat Kate before leaving that godforsaken spit of land. The hypocrisy that you think that was the worst that I could do. Well, you say not everyone gets the luxury of flying off the handle. It's insulting.
There's a
But it's a
difference
good
between battle and going looking for trouble.
What happens when trouble finds you?
I run. I'm just saying.
Why do you think I'm not in Ressia anymore? Silver? Why do you think I haven't been home in years? Why do you think my father is under the protection of my guild? Because there was trouble. There was trouble, the likes of which they were ready to hang me for. And maybe I could have cut through a couple dozen of them before they took me down. But trust and believe, the Royal Navy, the Royal Guard of Ressia would have cut me into tiny little pieces, so I fucking ran.
Then Oriana,
And if given the choice, I'll do it again.
why do you think I left my wife? Why do you think I hung up my sails? Why do you think I've not tried to find my brother? Because the people around me would do the same that they would do to you. You and I are sun and moon. We rotate the same plane. We give the same light, but I am a darker reflection of you. And I envy you. Because you are so much better than me. These darker impulses that I have, do you think I want them? Do you think I know what to do with them when they come up? You do. God, I hate you for it. But I love you for it at the same time, and that is why I'm still here, and that is why when you unleash that blow that I feel is coming, I will thank you for it.
If I didn't know any better, Rev, I'd say that you just like getting slapped around by taller women.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, my wife is 6'3". Ori, I am sorry. I am sorry I fucked up. I'm sorry that you now know the other side of me, the side that I wish was buried. I'm sorry that I have been an ass to everyone here. I'm sorry that I have not done enough for Serafina. I'm sorry that I've not been a better friend to Espen. I'm sorry that I continued to doubt Lucero, whom, frankly, has it right. Maybe not the right attitude all the time, but he has it right. I'm sorry that I have been the thorn under your boot. One day I hope to be removed from that boot. Relis is going to look around at everyone else at the table too. I'm sorry. That was a long time coming.
It is okay.
You go.
All I was going to say is that we should probably think of something that when you're possibly lost in whatever that anger, frustration, whatever that rage is, some way to ground you again. Because, like, I don't think anything we could have said would have pulled you from it in the bones. So, if that's, giving you a whack at the jaw, maybe not me, but Ori could probably do that. Yeah.
Immediately raises her hand.
We just need to have like a plan B and then like a plan C and D in case plan B goes awry. But now we know, sort of.
Espen,
Ravless.
that's why I was so thrilled when I was leaving that I found Serafina. Someone so pure next to someone so... I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know what it is that I am. John Silver did a lot of horrible things. But Revlis knows still wants a chance at redemption. He wants to stop being the scared boy that watched his sister be shot in front of him on a dock. He wants to be the boy who finds a family instead of having to bury one in the sands. He wants to find the brother that he left behind. When I found Serafina, she was the thing that grounded me to Revlis. I got to leave John behind.
All right.
And that's
Serafina.
transferred to the rest of you now, too. Yes, even you, Lucero.
It's okay. I already forgive you.
That is way too quick. Way too quick. I was building up to some... Okay. You all get the point. All I could see was red back at the bones. And I didn't have a family with me. At the time, a family that I felt was a family. But family is not clean. Family is not gentle and kind and presentable all the time. Family is messy. And it hurts. And it comes from all walks of life, and we all have different ideas. We clash and we butt heads, but we come together when it matters. And as long as I have you all, I don't think John will be able to make an appearance like he did. And Ori, that is why I crave your forgiveness. Because as long as I have you and Espen and Serafina and Lucero, I feel like I can win against him.
Please, Ori.
Sam, does a 25 hit?
Why, yes, it does.
Yeah. Orian's kind of been like looking down into her. Like, there's like a couple of drops of whiskey left in her mug. She's gonna slam the last of it back, stand up. 2 strides. She picks Revlis up by the collar and clocks him straight in the fucking mouth.
Oh!
That is 9 points of damage, bud.
Rip.
Not! Oh,
Maybe.
fuck! Oh.
Oh, I don't know if we can heal
Ooh.
that.
I can't.
No, I
Am I
mean,
missing any teeth?
ugh.
No?
When I
Oh,
tried to heal,
Hurts so good. Okay.
when I tried to heal Ravlis's hand, it kind of made it worse.
No, don't heal. Don't heal. This
Yeah,
this needs to
exactly.
sting. This needs to sting.
Okay. All right.
We're just gonna set him back on the ground and straighten his collar. I forgive you. If that sumbitch ever rears his head like that again, it's going to be worse than that.
Right. All right. All right. Yeah. I mean, you got the left side that time. You should get the right next time, just so it's not offset the jaw. My wife said that was one of my best features.
Ori grins, and it is cold and a little dangerous. Careful what you wish for, Revlis.
At the name there, Revlis is going to grin back, but this is a grin that looks like it's cold. It really does meet his eyes, though. Point taken.
We square.
I solemnly swear on the names Tanya, Liara, and Nedlock.
Good enough for me. She's going to break off, grab the fire whiskey, chug some of it, and go back for seconds and stew.
As soon as she sets Revlis back down, he kind of crumples into the chair a little bit.
I think as that transition,
oh God!
I think as that happens, Lucero would lock eyes on Espen and say, "You still hold a grudge against me."
Well, you're mad because I cast a spell on you when we first met to see what was going on, and then you cast a spell on us twice.
That's not what I'm talking about. You know that.
Well, you've been very rude.
Things have been mutual with each other. So, real quick, puppy!
Love little Aussie.
I thought I lost internet connection for a second. My entire screen went black. I was like, ah!
Ever since I got here, ever since that day, been nothing but a cold shoulder to me. Everybody else is bearing the hatchet. What do I need to do the same for you?
I don't think you can do anything about it, and I'm allowed to be mad. I have not put you in any danger or done anything that was actually mean. You can't just make it go away because you made my friend go away. It doesn't work like that. You cannot take my friend who I spent a year with, who connected me to my home, and just expect me to forget. You look just like him, but not. And you're cranky, and you look angrier, and you've been hard to read until very recently, when all of a sudden you decided to just start talking and putting pieces together. When you first arrived, you were not anything like Dante at all. And that is not something you just get over. And then you're just mean. So I don't know what you want me to do about it. Because I'm going to be mad about it.
I think as he ponders that, he still maintains that eye contact. And right as he's about to say his next words, I actually think that's probably a good spot for us to take a break, actually.
Sweet.
Guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back here in a few minutes. Hey,
Hello,
guys.
team.
Salutations.
We're back from break. We've just had some deep and heart-opening conversations and/or shouting matches, and Ori got her secondary lick in. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Rev is fine. Put some ice on it. He'll be good.
It'll nicely.
And last we left off, we had a small confrontation with Lucero, the artist formerly known as Dante, and Dante's former best friend, Espen, who has called out the fact that she should be allowed to be angry for missing her best friend.
Not asking you to forget him. I'm not asking you to let me take his spot. I'm not asking that at all. What I am asking is what, if anything, I can do.
To what? Make me forget that my friend is gone?
No, I
Okay.
can't make you do that.
Okay.
That'd be insensitive.
Well, you got that right.
What I am asking is what I can do to start. And I think as he pauses once more, there's a little bit of frustration before he says, we can have some type of friendship.
Aspen starts rummaging in her bag, and she pulls out a cup, sets it on the counter, and then she pulls out like 2 or 3 other containers, and pours a little bit of something and a little bit of something and a whole lot of sugar in a cup before she stands up, putts over to the fire, where in my head there's already a form of a kettle. You know, why not? And she brings over some hot water and pours it into a cup. And if you watched her do this, it is an ungodly amount of sugar in this cup. I'm talking, it's like cup like this big, probably 2/3 full of sugar. And as she she pours the hot water over the top, so at least it's not crunchy. And she waits a second before she stirs it up, and before she answers, she slides it across the table, and she goes, I made a coffee just like Dante would have drank. Try it. And when I mean try it, I mean drink the whole cup.
He looks at it, and you can definitely see his wheels are turning as he takes a look at it. If you were to detect thoughts on him.
Oh, bet, yeah, detect thoughts in this moment. Also, I'm gonna let you know that the cup that she picked out is this like battered ceramic mixed with metal. And possibly like rocks, but not like a traditional clay ceramic, like stones. So it is this hodgepodge cup that if Lucero spent a long time examining it, it was definitely something that Dante made. So it is his cup, as she had slid it across. And yes, she will detect thoughts as Lucero goes for the very, very special cup.
Surface level, yeah?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, okay. 17.
Boo! Boo you. So yes, surface level thoughts.
And he knows she tried to pry, right? I'm pretty sure.
Hold up. Do I got something to bamboozle that? Hold up. Give me a second. You gain a special reaction, wheel or woe. Hold on. Let me roll my wheel and
Is that mischievous
You
laugh?
just wheel or woe it.
I'm about to, and I'm taking a picture of it because I got a 13 on the die, which is an odd, which saving throw and ability. You can use a reaction and subtract a number. Oh,
Are you gonna subtract
is-
from my?
I am because yes, and I took a photo of it. I'm gonna send it in chat. I gotta do a d6. Okay, so I got a 13, Wheeler Woe. I will send it in chat. And when Espen casts this spell and she notices like she's getting the surface level thoughts and she's like trying to hone in on it a little bit, she goes, and you're gonna see her muzzle like squinch a little bit, and you're gonna see like little like puts of like glitter. And before you notice again, the glitter goes away, but anybody around Lucero will see that it like went from her like to Lucero. As I am using my woe for the day, and you got a 17 on your saving throw, correct?
Yes.
It's now a 15 on your saving throw.
Does that mean I am? He's
Failed.
not. Okay. Surface level, you would pick up on him saying, "What the fuck did she just give me?" But deeper on down, you'll hear a familiar voice saying, "Hey, that's my favorite." I'm gonna have to drink this, aren't I?
Espen has stood up in that moment.
Yeah, you're gonna have to drink that. Don't worry, it's not as bad as it could be. Actually, she could put a little bit more sugar in, but I know you're a little bit more sensitive to the sugar than I am. But that's fine. Go ahead and drink it. You will make so many more points for friendship than if you didn't. Fuck. And you'll see that look of as he just like is coming to terms with that thought process before he, with his hand still on it, very slowly comes up and takes a drink out of it. And then you'll see as he goes up and up and up until it is fully done, and then he'll put it back down.
Gross. Espen's like eyes are welling with tears a little bit. And she did stand up, and her paws are on the table as she's like staring you down.
Is Espen still in his mind?
Ooh, how long does it last? What a great question, friend. It lasts up to a minute.
Then
So I'll let you decide.
Then Espen would hear, "See, it wasn't that bad. Again, she could have put a lot more sugar in, but I think she did that because, well, we are who we are. I'm not sleeping tonight, am I? No, you're probably not. Why is she looking at us like that? Why is she looking at us like that?" Then he's going to say out word, "I finished your drink."
He's
Not-
right.
What?
He's right, you know. I could have put more sugar in it.
I'm not sleeping tonight. But that's okay. Again, I'm not trying to replace your friend.
You're not my friend.
I know.
I knew that.
since you showed up. And I don't know. I don't think. Honestly, I don't know how it works, and I don't know why. But I can hear him, sort of. But I don't know why it's different. Why the two of you are different. I think I know deep down that you're not going to be separate again.
If you're still listening in, you would hear him say, I think it's okay if you mention it. We can trust them. And then he'll give out like a little bit of a huff before he says, when I appeared into this world, your friend had taken over. Your friend, Dante, from what I gather, was the manifestation of my childhood that I was never able to have.
That's why he did not know a lot of things. Not just like a memory thing, but like how to hold silverware at the table, or look at that cup. It works, but that's like the 6th cup he made.
We did not have an easy childhood growing up. I had to fight and scrap just to get by. And when whatever had happened that brought me here pushed me back, and I needed time to recover. And so walls were put up to make sure that I recovered. And so for the last year, you were with my inner child.
Well, he had a lot of rest, and he got to spend time with my family and my siblings, and maybe I don't know if you can tell now, but maybe it helped him, you.
You gave him at least a better. You gave him time to be out in this world without having to worry about somebody taking advantage of him. Looked after him and made sure he was loved and cared for.
He was very safe. Well, minus the archfey thing, but like that was different. That was way different. We had already spent almost the entire year on the mountain before she came back and was like, "What?" But Dante wanted to come with me and make sure that I was not alone. So
it's because of him that I'm having I'm still discovering who I am. I'm just still discovering who I was. I can tell you brought out a lot of good in him. And that's manifesting in the ways that I'm acting now, because I don't think I was a very good person before. I know. And he's going to like look over to, or he's going to like tilt his head over to Ori and say, shocker.
Her face is so loud right now. Just you don't fucking say, my dude. She's drunk, guys. She's drunk. She's had almost a bottle and a half of whiskey.
She's doing great.
It's like the piccolo, like turning over the head to the side to face it and saying, "I know, fucking shocker," before coming right back to Espen and saying, "But I'm here, and I'm trying to do better by him. Part of that is by trying to make amends and some sort of friendship with you, Espen, because you did mean that much to him."
And you don't like remember anything, or like you just get bits and pieces.
Unfortunately.
That's not a whole lot different than Dante, to be honest. Dante didn't really remember a whole lot either. So you are the same in that regard. I don't distrust you. But it's going to still take a little while.
I understand.
I'm not going to like try and smother you with a pillow while you sleep or something. So I don't know if I can say friends. Reblis and I are friends. We had a handshake. That's how you make friends, apparently. Well, I don't know. You're kind of older than I am, Reblis, so Lucero, I don't know if I can call you a friend yet, but I will not. I will try not to be mean.
I will take not being smothered in my sleep as a starting point. And I think the last thing you hear before your detect thoughts wears out is Dante saying, "Now go ahead and give her a hug," and Lucero responding back saying, "No, I'm not doing that."
Absolutely not.
Before he says, "Thank you."
Do you hear him all the time?
Yes.
Do you think he's going to go away?
I think this is probably one of the few times that you see a different expression on his face, and this is one of somberness before he says, "I'm trying not to make that happen."
Well, then we can be friends if that doesn't happen.
I'll do my best.
Okay. Do you want some more coffee?
I will pass on the coffee, thank you. I will take a chamomile tea if we have any.
Oh, yes. Hold on. And Espen will start rummaging through her bag, and she'll do kind of like what she did with Revlis, where it takes her several bags of dried herbs and leaves later, and they're like probably half the table covered in just dried tea leaves, essentially, before she finds the right brew to make Lucero a cup of tea without any sugar.
It's not the destination, it's the journey.
Yeah.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah. Hopefully this will help you sleep or not. I don't know. Revlis had some and then he drank alcohol, so I don't know if that counteracts.
We all make
or is gonna like pour herself some more fire whiskey and then like slide the bottle down to Lucera.
He'll take some and actually drink from it. And I think this is probably like the first time like you actually see this person, Dante or Lucero, actually like drink alcohol since you've all known him, before he puts it back down and then slides it over and he says thank you.
Lusaka, are you drinking that because you're having hot emotions? Because I thought you told me you weren't supposed to do that.
No, but Ori did pass it to me, and I figure I take a sip.
It also has sedative properties. Just putting it out there.
Serafina, that was a lot of sugar that Espen had given me with coffee, and I am incredibly sensitive to the caffeine. So any little bit that will assist me in sleeping tonight, I will absolutely take it.
Caffeine makes it harder to sleep.
Yes.
Okay, she's gonna take out her notebook and like make a little note about that.
Oh, I'm never gonna get used to that.
Breathless is like deep in a cup right now. Like, I'm not that old to be a friend, I promise.
Whatever you say, old man.
Shut
No,
up.
that isn't
I
what I
think
You're
meant.
too old to be a friend? If you're too old to be a friend, I'm way too old to be a friend. We already talked about that.
To be fair, your elvish equivalent would be younger, and so that's a rough 48.
I'm hearing that more and more often. I'm hearing that.
There's
It's almost 49 now, too. It's,
I mean,
to
to be fair,
what happens when I turn 49? Does it all go? No, it's not going anywhere because apparently I'm getting younger. So better yet, if I'm getting younger, I'm more eligible to be a friend, right?
That's not what it was. I mean, it was just
That's
weird.
what's
You were
weird
like,
that
let's
you're
be
only-
friends. And you were like,
I
let's
just
have a
feel
handshake.
self-conscious about my gray hairs all of a sudden.
Oh.
I
Hey,
feel like Espen
hey.
should be self-conscious that she's only willing to
Can I
be
get another,
friends
please?
with people below a certain age. That's
That's not what I said. I just thought it was weird. I thought maybe it was like something that more adulty adults did. And it was a
That's so-
generational thing.
Because sometimes, like, when I tried to hug my
Generational.
parents,
Wow.
they would,
all
like,
right,
put their hand
okay.
out for a handshake instead. So, it could be
Well,
generational.
And
I feel
Oblivarans
dated.
do things a
dated.
little differently. And we age a little bit more like elves do. So, like, it was just different.
I
It
think
wasn't bad. Also, Revlis, if you want, because Espen's fur, if you when you look at her ears, the top of her ears have like purple on them, and then the little wisp that makes like her little bangs is purple as well. And she starts rummaging through her bag again and pulls out a mixture of like a couple of berries and then like a little like what looks like a salve basically, but it's like
Oh my god.
purple. And she goes, if you want, listen, we're actually very good at fur dye. So if you want your hair, we can make it whatever color you want.
Oh,
to
And
be
I don't
fair,
have to do it a lot. Well, your hair is going to be different than my fur, but like,
actually, I'm interested. What colors do you have?
I've got purple and the dark
Mhm.
purple and the
It
medium
looks
shade
good on you.
purple.
I do like that.
And then I think I have some green in here. Oh, this is from my sister. This one is blue. And then I think we could find some different herbs or berries or something to make any color that you want. I just would
Let's-
have to look.
Let's workshop that because I like the
Okay.
idea. I first want to just make sure that the gray is actually consistent before I do anything with it, because if it ends up still going backwards, And heaven forbid I end up with the baby fluff on top of my head at some point. I really don't want that to be purple. So,
Well, mine's like purple by my ear here. You can see like and like the soft fuzzy part by your ear is purple.
The little tufty bit.
Yeah. It's not bad.
I
Like
love- that's great. That's lovely. Let me think about it. Maybe we'll do like a strand.
okay,
Something, maybe a highlight.
do that.
Give it a little go. Try it a little bit.
We could do different colors too. On my brother
Is this what
Torben.
friends- is hold on. First, is this what friends do?
Well, I mean, my siblings are my friends too, so yes. Because my sister and I are the best at dyeing fur,
Mhm.
and we have done my brothers and my papa and my mamas, and we have a couple of cousins that we did as well.
And I'm not
don't-
I'm not too generationally detached for this.
Revelus, you're nearly 20 years older than everybody here. I think we're past
No.
that. You might as well just go ahead and.
Why did you have to
I
say
think
it like
Jump
that?
that.
Why did you have
Technically
to say
younger
that?
than I am.
Just dye my fucking
How old are
hair.
you, Aspen?
I think a human 28. But it is. We live until we're like 400 or 500 human years.
Okay.
But that's an Oblivion thing, so. I think.
I don't know how old I am in human years, but I'm 113 in like years. I didn't realize humans had different ones. How
It seems to be the base.
It
That seems
depends
weird.
on the culture and what you consider to be an adult.
That is true.
Technically, I think I was an adult by like 17.
Oh.
that
But
seems
I,
very risky. I feel like
yeah, no, it's fucking terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Who chose that age? I mean, like depending on the country you come from, it could be 16, it could be 21. There's no real definite
Like I said, cultural. It's fully cultural. It's arbitrary and it's stupid. I was making money for my family by the time I was 12, so if
We
that's
could
what
go
we're
to
going
the-
by.
We could go to the mines at 15.
I was peeling
So-
potatoes on a ship when I was 12.
I was stealing, but still, I was making money.
Oh, they start so young.
I got
Didn't
an
have much of a
allowance.
choice.
Does that count as making money?
What?
Did you
No.
say an allowance?
Yes.
Dory's not gonna say anything at all. she's gonna take a deeper drink of her whiskey. No comment. No comment.
His flask.
Serafina, that would be a no.
Okay.
He's gonna pour most of his flask into his cup, take out his backup flask, slide it across the table to Ori, take out his third flask, and just leave it on the table
Jesus.
next to his cup and just swig. So
You
away.
just- how many of those are you holding?
7.
Seven.
I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it.
Well, what?
would-
How
That
are
would
they
help.
all wrong?
That would help explain
Give it a
the
sniff and
rough
find out.
48.
Yeah, no, that explains a lot.
Oh, put them out on the table. Let me see them.
Wait, no,
want
I
to see what they're
need
made
to.
of.
I need to see this. I need to see. Put 'em-
Fine,
Give up
okay.
the goods.
I want to see
Swing
if
me.
some of them are pretty.
Give up the goods.
And have him give up the goods in front of everybody.
Ew.
You've said it, not me.
Why is that?
Punch you again.
Because the juice is yucky.
Oh, I just want to see
Mm,
if
No.
there's any
Yes.
crafter's
Oh.
gold on them.
Well, while everyone's talking, Revelus is going to start pulling flasks out of everywhere. He's got one like in a little like undersleeve pocket on his arm. He's got 2 in his belt. He's got a third that just sits in his regular pocket. He's got the 2 that are on the table in front of him. Those ones he pulled out of his boots.
Jesus.
And then
It's like
he's got,
Elizabeth Swan in those Pirates movie.
He's got one more, and he's gonna pull that last one out of like the inside of his shirt. So this one's special to me. This flask was my father's. Usually I don't keep anything less than 25 years in this one. So this is potent. But yeah.
We the hoi polloi.
And then
So
he's gonna put that out there on the table. And they're all like similar make, but they've all been like well taken care of. Like they're just like pewter flasks, or some of them are leather. And they've just all been like buffed and shined and well taken care of. And Revlis puts them all out on the table. He's going, now that I see them all out there, I don't think this is a good habit.
No. Hold on. This one. And like 3 flasks, and Espen grabs one. And it looks really similar to the ones that that it is next to. But when she brings it up to her earring glows. And in that moment, you guys will see it react a little bit, and it goes just slightly shinier. And around the like top of the flask, and like a little bit of the like coming down, you'll notice that even though it looks sort of pewter-y, like you were saying, she rubs it with her paw and it glows a little bit. This is Crafter's gold. This one.
How did you do
this
that?
one.
What?
What?
Was it?
It is. It's better than gold. It is something that you can only magically mine at my home, and that is kind of what my family does.
I
So,
stole that off a man in Resia. At least I think I stole that one off a man in
Oh.
Resia.
that's very mean. Hold on, I'm looking. Right. And she rubs it a little bit more. There, that little mark right there. That's my mama's signature. And you'll see a series of
You
little
barely
tiny
see that.
scratch.
Hold on.
Yeah. It is very, very, very tiny. And you'll see what looks like
Whoa.
basically
okay.
kind of like a little paw print.
Never seen that before.
Yeah. Well, it was really dirty.
Okay.
So,
Do you want
This
this? I mean, you can have it. I mean,
no. I
Okay.
don't drink alcohol out of it.
I was gonna say I don't feel like you really drink much, but
No.
if you want to
You
just
can
empty it
put
out
a-
and put
Yeah, you can put a
sugar
lot of
inside that, I
things
guess
in
you could.
bottles.
Well, it's yours. Well, it's not. You stole it. But no. You can keep it.
Yeah, Espen, he's a pirate.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Espen, you know I stole for a living, right? That's part of why I'm wanted by the crown.
Yes. But like then you do good things and then I forget about it. I
think it's a lot of what have you done for me lately for Espen?
no. It is that I have seen Ori do really good things for people since we've been together. And
To be fair to Ori, I'm pretty sure the people you were stealing from were batshit crazy. So
That's most of the noble houses of Resia. So take your pick. Yeah. I would do it again in a heartbeat, but if I go back, they will just string me up in the gallows.
what if we all go back together one day then? I'm sure there's a house that you'd love to get back at. What if we just go and knock down a door? Take a little bit of gold and leave.
I tried that once. It didn't end well.
Sorry. I mean, think on the bright side though. Now we have Lucero. You could just send him right in. I mean, nothing's getting past him. Let's be honest.
How good are you with thieves' tools? She slurs a little.
Give me 24 hours and I can probably learn the ins and outs of it.
Nice.
I've got some you can practice.
There was a that's the face she makes. Just like, are you, what is wrong with you? Oh my god. There was a big, the thing that got me on the fucking poster, there was a big job and it wasn't just gold, it was, we found out that they were hoarding like supplies. So they were like taking, you know, the tithes from people in the outer cities, and they were just holding them in the High Castle vault, and people were gonna starve. So we liberated a lot of it. And I was the one that got caught, so.
Oh, it sounds like they took it first. That's not the
It's a lot of the land's how it works. You're meant to pay over a tithe or rents to whatever fucking quarter lord owns the land that you happen to be squatting on, or if you live in the city, you have to pay a certain amount to the crown in order to keep the roof over your head. And if you don't get it, then it's a whole fucking thing.
I hate politics.
Sometimes you have to start a riot or two, or even a revolution.
You keep saying that fucking word. God, what is it with you and revolutions? Just trying to do what's right.
Revolutions have that in mind of doing what's right.
I'm just the bruiser, dude. Ori's gonna like, you know when you've been in a party and you stand up after you've been drinking real good for like an hour or so, and then you realize how much you've been drinking. You watch her stand up, go, oh. Give me a second. Takes like a wobble step and like makes it for the door.
I think you'll see as Luceros like gets on up to help Ori out if she'll let him.
Fine, God.
Yeah. Okay.
Ain't my first rodeo. Shit. Give me a second.
It sure as hell doesn't look like it.
Enough, actually, do you want some more? I've got flasks. I've got plenty. One for every day of the week.
Come on.
Shut up, Revlis.
Come on. Let's go. We'll get you into a bed. Go sleep this off.
Oh my God, are you my mother? She's dead. Knock it off.
Hold on, wait.
She's not being like bitchy. She's just being kind of sassy about it. She's gonna go outside, turn the corner, find like the big old trough of water by the forge, and just dunk her head in.
Rebels kind of sits up as like she walks out. Says, hold on, wait. Does anyone else hear that? What do I hear honking?
What? She's outside. She doesn't hear this.
Lucero's at the door, just kind of like.
Lucero out there, do you hear anything? I swear I heard a honk.
Like an animal?
No, I don't know at this point. I don't care. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing a flask. Oh, no, it's right here. Never mind. Let me get those back up.
So yeah, Ori's gonna stick her head in the cold water in the trough, give it like a 3 count, and whew, shakes off like a dog.
Feel better?
Yep. I've done worse. I've done way worse.
Sure you have.
Grumble, orcish, grumble, orcish, grumble.
Back inside, Restless is going to stand back up. He's a little less plastered, so he's able to keep his facilities in line. I think Ori's got the right idea here. I'm gonna go lay down in the pit. I don't know when the prince wants to be awake, but I'm assuming it's gonna be first light. What do you guys think?
He seemed pretty overwhelmed when he went to bed.
Yeah.
He told me he had to think about everything he knows about, like, the universe and religion. So,
Been there.
Have that existential crisis.
Just like the dread.
Kavlis, where does our wife live?
That is a great question. Let me pull up my notes. Where is the map? Pause.
Pause.
Uno momento, por
He's
favor.
just
Uno
thinking about it.
momento.
He's super drunk.
He's drawing a map in the air.
If we came this way and
We came this way, and then we went
Here.
northwest, and then we went southeast.
She lives on one of the westernmost isles of Kellistyre.
when was the last time you talked to her? Can you like send her messages or anything?
I can't. I've sent her letters, but it's hard to get mail when you're never in the same place.
Yeah.
Do you want
So-
to talk to her?
Do you know if she's getting
Yes.
your letters at all?
You know, no,
Yikes.
but also yes.
What does that mean?
I don't know for certain, but I feel like she is. It's strange. Maybe it's Justin, buddy.
Justin, please. Justin, please.
That was the most perfect moment for them. Anyway, I feel like she is. It's just something that I don't know. I feel it. I really do not know for certain. But if I can speak to her, I would love to.
Have you ever like sent a message with magic before? I know you said you're not like super familiar.
No.
Is
Frankly,
this-
magic scares me a little bit.
Well, if you want to try some exposure therapy, there's a spell I know, and I have to prepare it still, but I was going to work on some other spells anyway. And like if you describe her, we could send her a message. You also said you were trying to find your brother, right? You could try sending him one too. And like they can
Okay.
respond, so
Oh yeah.
I
think-
don't know if I'm ready to open that crate of worms yet.
okay.
I'll be honest, I said a lot of things in confidence tonight that I don't really know how to feel about and how to grapple with.
That's okay. Lucero doesn't think I'm alive, so that's a lot for me to grapple with. So I think we're all like,
Hold on, now wait. You are existing and living right now. You're just a rarity. Remember, rare. You're rare.
right,
They're-
yeah.
Valuable.
At this point, I think what happens is Ori comes stomping in. It's like, what the fuck fuck do you keep, like, for someone who wants to bury the hatchet, you are a snide motherfucker. You know that?
Me?
Like, to Lucero as they're coming back in.
Oh.
I was simply there making sure you didn't die. Forgive me
I'm
for.
fine. Oh my God.
Revlis.
Side comments and you know what? Fine. It's fine. Forget it.
No, say if you're gonna say it, say it.
You're a snide motherfucker, and I don't know what to do with that. Like, come on, man.
I'm not
We're trying to get
trying to
past
be.
shit.
I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to be helpful. What do you want from me?
Oh my God. Could you, like, cool it with the weird side comments? I don't know. I don't know you.
Fine. I will mind my business.
Serafina's gonna lean over to Revlis. Why do they keep doing that? I thought we made up already.
Tell you when you're older.
I'm older than you.
Oh fuck, that's right. I'm not gonna say much more, but 2 gold says that there's gonna be more than one person in a bed tonight.
We're right here.
Literally right here. What is your fucking problem, Rev?
Sorry.
I think he was
There's
just doing
been a
math.
lot of drink around and oh,
Isn't that
that
just
still
math?
stands. Just saying.
Oh my God. You're all good. In Orcus, you're all going to be the fucking death of me. I swear to God. I'm going to lose my mind.
What you're saying?
Good. I'm glad. As you're hearing Ori shout back in Orcish.
Yep. All right.
Okay, I don't speak that one. So if you're doing this thing where you're drunk and you get the languages mixed up, you're not in common right now.
It's intentional, Serafina.
No, it's mostly frustration. It's mostly frustration.
She's letting it all out, and this different languages are a good way, or native languages, really.
She takes a breath. She holds up a hand. Lost my temper. Sorry. To Lucero.
I forgive you. Thank you for voicing your concern. I will mind my business and give you the space that you need.
Thanks. All right.
I'm turning in.
Good night.
Great.
The prince, was he, did it seem like he was just gonna kind of sleep until we were ready to go? Because if we're gonna catch those fuckers, we're gonna need to get up and moving at like first light.
Yeah,
I was
I mean,
just
I
saying
think
so.
we could probably wake him up. He seemed very confused by the fact I talked to a god, which I don't really get because it was his idea. Like, he was like, oh, Markin's calling you, you should answer, and I did, and then she showed up and we talked, and then when I came back and I was like, yeah, so I talked to her, he was like, you what? And I was like, I saw that was the whole thing that you wanted me to do, and he said it was supposed to be like, more like metaphorical, and I told him I'm bad at those, and then he like was clearly overwhelmed and went to bed. So, but I think we could probably wake him up.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's let maybe Espen do it instead. I don't think you should be the one to wake him up. Not because you're not great and helpful and amazing. You are. I just feel like if you sent him into an existential crisis about gods and his place in this world, then I think that it's probably best if someone
just avoid a secondary spiral.
Yeah. I mean, let's wait until we're actually on the road and moving to poke that fire a little more.
Sure.
Great. Cool.
He seemed confused about how conversations worked, so explaining it didn't help.
Just, you mean like talking in general?
Yeah, because I said I had a conversation, and he was like, "What?" And so I defined a conversation.
But he had a conversation with us. You mean the conversation with the god?
Yes, and then I was
Okay.
like, "Well, that's like, yeah, because
That's-
like now I think we're friends now, because sometimes you do that at the end of a conversation, but we didn't shake hands. So if that's like something necessary
See?
for becoming friends, then maybe we're not. But I thought we were."
I'll shake your hand if you need to.
Oh. Okay. I think Lucera has the right idea. I'm gonna go to bed.
Lovely idea. I think we should all
Yeah.
do that.
Right.
No, we could call it. Yeah, no. First light, we need to pack it up and get a move on and hope that we can catch some kind of trail before, well, shit gets even more complicated.
Right, and does the trail leave at a specific time like the boat does? Like, because we had to catch a boat.
Serafina,
thought
I
that
don't
was-
think you're going to sleep, but wow, you
I
need to sleep.
Orion kind of looks at Serafina, looks at Lucero, and Aspen, and Revelus, and just turns around and goes to the tent. You know what? No,
Okay.
not tonight. Not
Yeah,
tonight.
Go punch some straw.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
Let's put some straw.
Ooh. I should find some ice for this or something. This is swelling up nicely.
You earned that one.
Thank you for the reminder. I've already got one of those. Revelus is going to stand up. He's going to gather all of his things, but he's going to take out 2 gold pieces and just lay them on the table. And like, I feel like I'm losing that bet tonight. And then he's going to go walk outside, do the same thing as Ori, dunk his head in the water a little bit, and then he's going to go lay down in the pit inside the tent.
I think for Revelus, you would see like
Wait. Guys, wait. Is this the kind of tent where the rooms stay the same, or do we want to roll that D4 again?
Ooh!
Wait, we're unsupervised. We can do this.
We can do this, guys.
We're unsupervised!
Yeah. Let's do it.
Somebody else roll the D4.
Can I roll
Yeah.
this for us?
Yes, go for it.
Do
Okay,
it.
go for it. Are we rolling for
What is,
beds?
what is that
or
number?
for
What are
rooms
my
to
dice?
start?
Hello?
What's that number?
You can't read the dice.
3. 3.
3.
Okay, so it's 3 again.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, we
it's-
only had 2
it's
last
the
time.
first time.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got an extra bed. We got an extra room.
Nice.
Woohoo.
So we have 3 rooms? And then
3
we need to
rooms.
Roll for how many beds?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Hyson.
Wait, someone else roll for beds. Someone else roll for beds.
So I
Okay.
rolled for the last one. Somebody else do it.
I'll do
Hyson
it.
did.
D6? Since there's 3 rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I got a 2.
One's an office.
Like a storage
One
pantry.
of those is an office.
One has a couch, and the other 2
One's got like a fucking
It's got
day bed.
therapy time.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that so much.
Yep. That's great.
Okay, now we have to describe them. Somebody go. Who finds the first one?
Well, Revelus is walking into the tent. He's going to walk into the pit area. He's going to see the 2 regular rooms over on the side. But yeah, as he kind of walks in, he's going to stumble over into the kitchen area. He's going to say to the unseen servant, "Apple, please." And then he hears a door open. He's going to kind of raise his head up and look around a bit. He's going to look over and see that there's now a room on the side where the kitchen is.
Wait a damn minute.
Everyone, there's
Am I that
something fucky in the tent.
What?
Good fucky, I think, maybe. Hold on.
What?
He's going to go on and walk over to the door, and he's going to grab the apple from the unseen servant. Kind of pause for a second before looking around. Thank you. Whatever you are.
Or he's
He's
gonna
gonna
like
walk-
walk up behind him.
He's gonna walk
Um,
over to the room. He's gonna grab the handle on the door. He's gonna open it up. And Laura, describe what we see in there.
Oh, geez. Well, Justin, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say, like, I think after you guys check out the new room that we have, that same board that was used, the chalkboard, is that I'm just gonna say what it is. It's a chalkboard. You're gonna see it says "You're welcome."
It's real simple. Nothing crazy. This isn't the weird like main suite that we had in the original iteration of this tent. This is like a simple queen bed with like a little foot locker on the end and a little side table. And somehow like again one of those like hanging candelabras. It's like that real rough like hammered metal that doesn't seem to be attached to anything on the canvas ceiling. In fact, how the fuck is there a door in this tent? This is all canvas. What is this?
I have never thought of that before either, but now
Oh my god.
this feels like the perfect time to try and go through this, especially when I'm shit-faced. Do you think... I mean, there can't be unseen servants like just hanging out on the ceiling holding the candelabra, can they?
No, I don't think
You
so.
can't see them.
Well,
What if they're
That's-
attached? They're hanging on by the knees.
what is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm trying to find solutions. You
That's
ask.
not a solution. That's nightmare fuel.
It's a solution to me. I can't see.
Okay.
anything. I don't understand how magic works. You know this about me already.
Oh, what makes you think I understand how magic works? I'm a barbarian, dude. Ask Aspen or Serafina about it.
Come explain the world to us.
I'm gonna, okay. And Ori's gonna,
I asked Serafina to explain something. Oh no.
good luck, claps him on the back and goes to check out, realizes that like there's the door and then there's like the original like kind of flap that she kind of recognizes because that's where we were sleeping. That's where she was sleeping previously, but it's like there's another, hold fucking what? And like flings open this other like hereto unknown section of the tent. Hyacinth, what do we see in this brand new bedroom?
In this one, you see a large king-size bed with a canopy that just like beautifully drapes across it and beads, and then there's nightstands with like candles that emit a really warm flickering light on the bedstands next to it.
Holy shit. I think the main suite just kind of moves around.
Was the canopy there last time?
I don't remember.
Fair enough.
I was incredibly injured and probably had a concussion.
Right. But there's another door over there, right? There's one.
I thought
two.
there wasn't a door. There wasn't a door. What is this fucking tent?
No.
I'm not mad about it because we've got food and a place to sleep and apparently a fucking conversation pit. But what the fuck, Justin? What's the last room that we find?
I think this room that you guys would find. This one is. Once you step into it, it looks like you stepped into a forest, but after the shock and awe of like, what the fuck is a forest doing in here? You can see that the way it is set up is that it is very nature themed bed. What is it? 2 nature themed beds. They look like if you get close enough to it, you'll see like there is moss that is built that is formed up in a way of a pillow, and that there is you can see also that there are these it looks like grass, but when you pull it over and you can feel like they're actual sheets and like I don't know the comforters. I was about to say I don't know the English word for it, but a comforter that are on these 2 beds that are here. They're about queen size. You can't figure out how the hell this tent is able to fit 2 queen size beds and still have as much room as you do, but you you're able to, and the sounds of like creaking and even like subtle rain coming over, while not falling on you all, it still gives a very soothing vibe, as anybody who crawls into these these beds can just fall asleep to the sounds of rain.
What
I
the
asked them.
fuck?
The inside is outside.
What?
The inside is outside.
The inside
Outside's
is-
inside.
Huh? Nope. That's,
Where?
The inside is the outside. Right there.
Come here. Come here.
Oh,
Look at the
okay,
plants.
okay. And she scuttles in to enter the space. This wasn't here.
Nope.
No. Mm-hmm. The
Oh.
inside is the outside. I can't do this anymore. That's your room, Espen. Reynolds is
Okay.
going to walk over to the pit and just collapse onto the pillow.
And right as he gets to the pit, Seraphina's gonna come in and say, you said to explain the world? Well, I found these books like a couple of days ago, and she's gonna pull out all the
Oh,
history
God.
books that Laura gave her and go, well, where do you want to start? Like at like the beginning, or like just kind of work our way back? And she's gonna start flipping through like these 5 different textbooks of the history of Austria.
From the pillow that his face is pressed into, you just hear the muffled sound of, "Oh, this is going to be entertaining." Just white noise. It's just white noise. It's just white.
It's white noise. It's white noise. I think Ori is gonna take a look at the main suite and just be like, why the fuck not? Pulls off boots, face first, into the mattress.
I think Lucero, being like the last one to come in, will just kind of like take a look around, see like all the changes that have been made, and then just look up and say, thanks for the change in scenery. And I think he is heading into the one that looks like an office, and sits down at the desk that's there and lays his book out and begins or continues reading through it and getting an understanding as to what all knowledge this book holds for him before he eventually passes out.
When Seraphina eventually realizes Revlis is asleep, she'll just kind of sigh and close her books. And then she's gonna pull out of her bag. It looks like a different stack of books, but they're kind of shiny, and there's a slot in the top. And she's gonna take out several coins from her bag, just like a couple handfuls of gold coins, and start putting them into the slot at the top. And it becomes clear it's like a book-shaped piggy bank.
Oh my god.
Well, I might need those for later. And she's gonna take her bank and put it back into her bags, and then she's gonna pull out lots of spell materials and start trying to prepare new spells for the next day. And after she's done that for a while, she's gonna like get a speculative look on her face, and then she's gonna get out a tiny jewelry hammer and a mini anvil, and she's gonna hit it on the anvil and go, Makrin? And that's where we're gonna stop for tonight.
Cliffhanger.
Thank you everybody for tuning in to our episode 31 unsupervised of the Stormlord's Folly. We DM-less tonight, but our DM should be back someday. Not next week, but someday. My name's Hyacinth Wonders, and you can find me by that handle on all my social medias. And tonight I was playing Seraphina Von Willow, the High Elf Cleric. When I'm not here, I do cosplay skits and my own personal streams on Saturdays. Sam.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Sam. I go by Utah Indie on both Instagram and Twitch. Thank you for joining us. I have been Revless Nose, your pirate gunslinger rogue. And happy to be him, man. What a session tonight. Laura, you take it from me.
Hi, hello, good evening, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Loa Tutu. My pronouns are she, they, but here now tonight I have been Orion Shieldbreaker, our half-orc barbarian fighter. It's Wednesday. Congratulations, you found me. I'm usually here on Wednesdays for the Stone Lord's Folly. On Fridays, you can typically find me over at Crit Hit Chronicles for Shadows Over Baldur's Gate, our spiritual sequel to the Hitlerian Studios video game Baldur's Gate 3. Tomorrow, you can actually check me out at Tabletop Misfits for a little Werewolf the Apocalypse. I'm playing my very first werewolf game. That shit's gonna be great. I believe that is going to be 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central over again at Tabletop Misfits. And if you've enjoyed listening to my voice, you can also hear me and my buddy Cujo on The Road to Hell, our award-winning Hunter the Reckoning podcast over with Messy Crit Productions. We've got 2 episodes left. And shit is about to go down. So if you want to catch up or see what our little cell of nobodies gets themselves into and whether or not they can get themselves out, you can find Messy Crit Productions and The Road to Hell wherever you stream your favorite podcast. Justin.
Hey guys, thanks again for tuning in tonight. I am GM Justin. You can find me on all my socials at Forever GM Justin. I got to play Lucetto Emberhold tonight. You can also find me tomorrow over at Miguel Classical's channel as we continue our little series that we had started earlier this year. That is actually a prelude to the Coven of Cassandra that we'll be premiering on Don't Kill My Character later on this year. But you can also find me this Friday, same on Don't Kill My Character, as we do the semi-finale of our VTM Chronicle known as Sanguine Scourge. We found out yesterday that our Camarilla coterie has been missing for the last 9 days, and the Anarchs have been trying to find them, or assisting in trying to find them. There's other people that have been wondering where the hell that they have been, and well, this Friday, come find out and see what they've been getting into. I sure as hell don't know what the fuck's going on. All I know is I'm trying to get my boy to live. But with that being said, that is all I have. Pi.
Hi everybody, I'm Pyrea. Tonight I was Espen, our Oblivarn Ranger / Druid. You can find me on socials as Pyrea. Yeah, that's short, simple. Next week we are probably going to be running a guild hall session. I don't know if we're allowed to do a yappin' session 2 times in a row without a GM. But who knows? Maybe we did so well tonight that Zach will be like, yeah, run it again. So next
and
week.
Here's the joke about that. If they have any problem about it, they got to take it up with Ireland. So
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know if they have
You're gonna-
Denny's there. Chat, are there
You're gonna have to
Denny's in
truck it
Ireland?
out to the Temple Bar district and hunt down Zach Savage Lore. Fight him in the streets of Dublin.
Yeah,
Or
I
something.
mean,
it'll be fine.
yeah, exactly. So join us next week, same time, where we're either gonna be doing this again or our guild hall session. I think that's kind of it. Yeah. Do we have anybody we want to raid tonight?
I got nothing, fam.
Seems
What
like
is it? One of my what is it? Two friends are currently streaming right now over at Lady Lily of La La Land.
Let's go.
Yeah, she's running that, and our friend Savannah over at what is it? I'm spacing on her channel right now, but yeah, they're over there streaming right now. They're doing their
raid
Fae
Lady
Academy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's raid.
Stick around
So-
and we'll see you guys there.
Yeah.